I am bored, ladies and gentlemen. Like, quite literally, I have been looking for a new incremental to just grind the hell out of. So I decided to pick one of your own guys' suggestions and play this game, Fishing Incremental. Now, I'm going to assume that probably this game is going to be not only very grindy, but really fun to play. So if you guys want to see more on this game, or maybe you just want me to play some other random incremental games, then yeah, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button with notifications on. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into this. Alright, so first things first, just before, we go ahead and start playing. Apparently, there are some really OP codes that a friend of mine recommended for me to use. Now, I'm honestly not sure how OP these codes are going to be. I was told that apparently they give you a lot of the global rune type of stuff. So let's see. Globals SS2 and as well globals without the 2. And apparently, we should now be like really rich in runes. Yep, here they are. Apparently, we are starting to get a bunch of these global fish runes. And as you guys can see, they are boosting a lot of stuff like rune bulk, gems, coins, even more gems, rune luck, and as well shards. You get the idea, right? Apparently, these runes are really broken. But anyways, I guess it's now time to figure out how this game works. So over here, we can go ahead and start fishing, and then I guess these fish are going to be providing some kind of value to us. Now let's have a look. Are these as well some kind of runes? No, they are just normal fish that we go ahead and probably sell for coins. So let's go ahead and sell these bad boys. Now we have 4.6k coins, and then with those coins we can buy some upgrades and as well this starter rune. Let's, I guess, start off over here at the coin upgrades. I don't believe we need any runes at this very moment. I mean, quite literally, you just saw me get like thousands of them. So let's just start off for the time being by upgrading our fish luck and as well getting more coins. Yeah, this should be more than enough. 14 times coins, and then do we have enough for any more upgrades? No, it doesn't seem to be so. Alright, now apart from obviously, the main gameplay of fishing and selling, we also have tier ups over here, which will be upgrading our rod, which then of course will give us different kinds of buffs, for example, rune bulk, coins. Then from there, we can sacrifice Starlight, which is... honestly, I don't know. Apparently, it's locked right now, so I don't believe I should be able to unlock this at this very moment. But of course, if we were to unlock it, it will be giving us, once again, all of the same kind of upgrades. Coins, luck, bulk. You get the idea. Everything kind of somewhat upgrades the exact same things. Now, over here, it seems like we do actually have some kind of like upgrades tree, or at least I believe it's going to be an upgrade tree. So let's see, what do we need for this? We need the essence, which we can't get at this very moment, and as well another rune, which is going to be costing scales, I see. Alright then, if the game wants me to focus on like the main gameplay for the time being, so then that way I can unlock more stuff, there's no reason to keep everyone waiting. Let's get a few more fish, and then let's buy a few of these runes over here, just so then we can get that little bit of an extra upgrade. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. We're getting hundreds of runes per second, and it is buffing again. Everything. In this case, specifically coins. Like, look at that. 4x, 6x, 12x, and it goes up to like 28x. Yeah, once again, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you use this code because it's probably going to be saving you a lot of time. But anyways, since now we are super duper rich because apparently getting a few fish gives us trillions of coins, let's go ahead and let's just start, I guess, spam upgrading everything. I mean, there's no reason not to. So let's max out all of that, and then do we have enough to rank up? We do, and when we do that, it resets all previous progress, except runes, of course, that will never get reset. Let's see now. So in order to get the next tier up, we're going to be needing, only 15 million? That's actually nothing. Yeah, let's buy that, and then 250 million again. Very cheap price. We only need to like stand here for a second, and then once we immediately sell, we have more than enough. So let's just buy that. Now we're going to be needing 1 trillion coins, and as well we've also gotten better rune speed, essence unlocked, which is going to be that, and then as well 1.5x fishing speed, 4 times rune bulk, and 7 times coins. Let's start off over here at the Starlight gain. How do we increase this? It seems to be going up by itself, and then if I were to buy this, would it like go down? No. Okay, so it passively increases, but as well getting essence also increases. In fact, in order to get the next multiplier, we only need 30 essence, which honestly isn't that bad. Yeah, we're already getting 6 times starlight, and you can just have a look over here at how fast it's going up. In fact, here we go. We are just about to get it. Awesome. Now, you can have a look at all of these boosts over here. They are ridiculous. But since we can't do anything else over here when it comes to essence, let's just leave here for the time being. Let's try ranking up one more time since, you know, it only costs 6 trillion. Oh, sorry, I meant to say 1 trillion since, yes, it is 1 trillion. Now, once again, we have all of these buffs. Feel free to pause the video and have a look at them. And now we can go up to level 6 if we were to get 1 quadrillion coins. So let's see, if I want to get, you know, this 1 quadrillion coins, does this mean I need to go on over to the next island? Well, let's have a look. So over here, it seems like we have a kind of a similar format when it comes to the map. We have a fishing area, which is probably going to give us a better fish, a place to sell them, runes, and even sacrifice upgrades. Okay, apparently we can sacrifice over here. In exchange for 10 DDE coins, we reset all of our previous progress, but we will unlock some shards, or no, we unlock sacrifice points, which you can use to increase, again, everything, including some new stuff. For example, gems, more sacrifice points, and that seems to be relatively it. Okay, this is good to know as well. Apparently, rod level is reset when you sacrifice. Let's make sure not to forget that. But yeah, last 2 things I want to check out just before we get back to grinding is going to be this enchant machine. Apparently, it costs sacrifice points, and then you can get an enchant on your rod, maybe? Yeah, there doesn't seem to be too much detail over here, so I am going to assume it is probably related to our fishing rod. But since, of course, we don't have, you know, the sacrifice points, we can't do anything there. So we might as well get fishing now. Moonlight fish, glimmer fish, stardust fish. And do they sell for a lot? At this very moment, no, only 2 trillion. But we can probably go ahead and increase our chances since, you know, only 100 billion per magical rune. So let's just go ahead and get a few of these. Yep, that seems to be relatively good. We're buffing essence and coins once again. Then if we were to head on back over here and start upgrading our coins multiplier once again, will our coins go into the quadrillions like we need? Honestly, I don't think so. Let's find out. So in the starter area, do we get enough? Yes, we do, and it's not even close. We literally get quintillions now. That is ridiculous. Well, we might as well go ahead and use our newfound riches, I guess, in upgrading our rod. So let's see. 6 times rune bulk, 2 times rune luck, and 13 times coins. Yeah, that is a nice multiplier. Get in my hands right now, level 6 rod. Now, in order to get the next one, once again, we do have to do a little bit of work. But thankfully, it seems like we managed to get some gems, which is just going to be increasing our main gameplay. In fact, I'm pretty sure we get gems from just rolling runes. Like, is it some kind of, like, really lucky chance to get them? No, apparently not. Maybe it's from fishing. I have a feeling that it might be from fishing. And yes, it is. Okay, that is good to know. So whenever we AFK on fishing, we need to make sure that we are using the new gems that we're getting. Now, okay. Seems like I still keep underestimating how OP the global runes are, because we have 100 quintillion, which probably means, yes, another level acquired. Okay, let's see. What is the next thing that I want to do in this game? Like, since the main gameplay seems to be, I guess, tied down, how do we get stronger? I mean, apart from just gaining back whatever we keep losing from, you know, the resets, I am not entirely sure if I'm still missing out on maybe something normal, like maybe more runes? I mean, I could technically try maybe saving up for this 200k essence rune, but even with all of my multipliers at the moment, it is still kind of expensive, yeah. I guess that means that probably I need to continue hatching the rune inside of the magical island, because in case you guys already forgotten, that one gives magic essence multipliers. Plus as well, we also have gems which probably can upgrade that. Let's see, rune bulk. Oh wow, 14x from one upgrade? Damn, okay game, I see what you're playing at. More shards. Okay, that costs 35 billion. There's no way I can afford that. But we can afford some of these relatively cheaper ones. Yes, we can. Nice. Let's see now. So in order to get the magical rune, yeah, that's what it's called. We need hundreds of billions of coins, which we have more than enough. So let's just start rolling a few of these, and as you guys can see, we're already in the hundreds of thousands. Now, the big question is this actually making any difference at all? 16x essence, 11x essence, and a bunch of coins multipliers. So in theory, yes, it should be making a difference, but again, it seems like I don't really need to at all. We have 13 DE coins, which is actually more than enough to sacrifice. Wow. Okay, I made a decision. Let's not waste any more time. Let's just go ahead and let's try and strategize this. So 5k points are needed in order to remove the rod level reset part. And just to double check, is there any way to increase how many sacrifice points we get? For example, if we were to get more coins, would that make any difference at all? Let's see. So if I go ahead and farm some of this essence and then maybe get some of these event runes, and let's just double check. Are they helping us out? Yes, they will. They'll buff shards and most importantly essence. So let's definitely continue farming that. So after doing the little bit of essence grinding and just buying like 1 or 2 upgrades, now we are going to be getting, okay, a little bit over 100 DDE. I really hope that this makes a difference at all. No, okay, nothing. What if maybe we can get whatever this shard is? Is this a shard that we can like get up or something like the previous one? Is it just a random chance at fishing it? I don't think so. Unless I'm missing something, it's definitely not from fishing and probably not the runes either. Alright then, since it seems like I am out of options, let's just sacrifice. We have quite literally nothing to lose at this point. Alright, so let's just upgrade more coins, more sacrifice points, and yep, we are officially broke again. Let's see how long it takes us to get back now. So if we just fish up once, then sell, we are going to be, yep, having a really easy way to catch up. Wait, hold on a minute. Why didn't my rod level reset? I swear it said that it would reset. Yeah, it said it did, so I don't know. I'm very confused right now. Maybe for the first sacrifice, it's like a freebie or something? I don't know, man. I'm not gonna complain. All I'm gonna say is that I'm just a bit disappointed that, you know, the game is a bit too easy at the moment. Maybe getting those codes might actually have backfired and is probably making this video seem more like just a tutorial rather than actual grinding. Listen, let's just hope that the reason that they gave us those broken codes is because endgame is like ridiculously difficult. I really hope that is the case. But anyways, I think that's probably more than enough yapping. Let me do some AFK grinding, and what I mean by that is, let me go ahead and farm something that I just don't think I'm going to be getting anything at, but we might as well try. You see the starter rune over here? Apparently it does have like some kind of like secret rune called the core. 1 in 2.29 billion. Yeah, even with my OP like rune bulk and rune luck and whatever, the chances of me getting it is probably unlikely. And ooh, wait, is this it? Is it? Hold on, I think that's something different. 1 second. Okay, there is a secret one, and it's 1 in 10 million, and I'm getting. Oh, whoa. All right then, change in plans, I guess. Apparently, we are getting the core like it's nothing. Actually, you know what? Let's use this opportunity to make a content moment. You see this 1 in 2.29 billion? We are going to get a ridiculous amount of them. So then that way, whenever the next time that you see me is, could be in 30 minutes, could be in 10 hours, I'll be able to showcase how OP these multipliers can get. So have a look, feel free to pause the video, see how OP these are. Because trust me, the next time that you see me, these numbers are probably going to be different unless... Wait, do they have a maximum? Okay, they might have a maximum. For example, even though I'm getting more cores, these multipliers are not increasing. So yeah, be warned that some of these later ones might not increase despite how many runes I get, but I guess we'll find out, okay? Let's AFK, I'll catch you guys later. Alrighty, I think this is more than enough of the rune farming, so let's just step off. And just before we see what runes I got, just want to point out, I figured out how to get these like shard things. Apparently, you get them from runes, they're just ridiculously rare. But yeah, enough of that though, let's have a look. Wait, what? Oh, there are even more hidden runes in the game? Prismatic. 1 in 600 billion. We got 9 of them. They give all of these stats and then, yeah, the rest kind of says the story. We should be broken now. Wow, honestly, I wasn't I didn't even know there was like a, you know, a prismatic rune. I mean, I guess we take those. Not gonna lie now, I wonder if the other runes also have secret runes, or maybe are there even more hidden runes in this one? Like apart from prismatic and the secret and the core, is there like a 1 in like 1 quadrillion or something? Yeah, I'm really curious to find out, but let's leave that for the time being and let's get to grinding. So let's farm a few fish, then let's sell that fish, and then let's just repeatedly, you know, go through, spam all of these upgrades. So then that way we can become OP. Oh, okay, apparently the gems also reset too. Oh wait, does that mean I was missing out on a bunch of rune luck and oh yeah, I was. Well, nothing we can do about it. Let's just get back to grinding. Let's go ahead and get some essence quickly, then turn that essence into event runes. Yep, this should be somewhat more than enough. We don't really need that much. And then let's maybe focus on spamming out these rod levels. So these are the stats of level 8. Let's buy this. Now, in order to get level 9, we need 100 TDE, which is once again very, very simple. In fact, there we go. That is more than enough. So let's just buy that. Now we need NODE. Let's see if we're strong enough to get that amount. Okay, no, we still have some work to do, right? Because as you guys can see, we're only getting SPDE, which is like a million less, I think. Yeah, it's a million. Maybe we can do some work over here at this talent tree. So we need 1 million essence, which do I have that amount? Nope, not just yet. Okay, now we do. So let's just buy this over here. Now we need 5 million, 2.5 million. Okay, I kind of get the gist, right? We need a bunch more essence. Let's see if World 2 can solve our problem. So over here, we can't buy that, we can't buy that, but we can buy this. So let's upgrade this a few times, this a few times, and then that seems to be all we can do for the time being. Let's, I guess, check out the magical rune and let's see if we can get all of this good stuff. So any secrets, any secrets? Origin, I don't believe that is here, so that might be a secret. Whoa, 1 in 800 billion, and we're getting it just like that. That is crazy. And even all of these other ones, we're getting so much essence as well. Yeah, things are starting to look really, really good, especially when we get some of these fish. We're now getting UVT. Nice, that's exactly what we needed. Wait, if we get this, I'm pretty sure that apart from, you know, getting a new level 11 that we could potentially get, I believe we can unlock a whole new world now. Where is the portal? There it is, and yes, we need rod level 10, which we have. What on earth can we do here? It's gonna cost 10 sacrifices, so line creation, can't do anything there just yet. Prestige will reset all previous runes except global and limited. Now that is good to know. Volcanic Island, rod level 16 is needed. And then is there another rune we can farm? There is. And unfortunately, none of them are useful in helping me get more essence. Okay, what on earth do we do? Okay, here's the plan. This amount of essence that we're getting seems to be relatively decent. So let's just quickly wait 2 minutes to get, you know, a good amount to like start spamming a bunch of talent tree. So then, you know, we can get some OP upgrades. This should be more than enough. Almost 19 billion essence. Now, probably a lot of you guys would be screaming, SMG, go ahead and buy this. I know, I'm gonna get to that in just a moment. Especially since a lot of the stuff here actually increases how much essence we get. For example, yeah, 2.2, 3.4. Yeah, let's just start spamming these. If you guys want, pause the video, have a look at exactly what these buff. Okay, I had to reset the server quickly because apparently it like broke for some reason. And ooh, whoa, what's that over there? Oh, here's another rune, the ballness rune. Ball world, ball. Okay, pretty interesting, I guess. We need scales. Still no clue how on earth we get that. Let's get back to the talent tree though. So this will increase how many gems we get. This will increase our gem luck. Then from there, we can't buy talent number 6, which is going to be costing 1 quadrillion. Okay, that is ridiculous amounts. I guess we might as well go back for the time being. And yeah, we are getting a bunch more essence now, like per click, you could say. Let's just spend it all on these runes, so then that way we can see if we're going to be getting some kind of like a mini upgrade. So, yep, turns out getting these runes was the right idea. 100 essence, 250x essence, and then, yeah, 56 billion per click now. Now we're getting trillions too. Well, don't mind me. I'll just quickly buy this more coins upgrade, more fish luck, and let's get some bulk because you know I love to get some bulk. Don't take what I said out of context, by the way. I know it sounds really weird, but trust me, I did not mean it like that. Whatever. Did we get anything good here? 2k essence. Okay, that's... What? I only stood on this for like a second. 2k essence? That's some mad stuff. And then over here, even more shards, rune bulk. Yeah, we just keep getting broken by the second. We're already getting quadrillions now. Alrighty then, let's just buy this. Now we have 2 times as much as rune luck. And we can also get even more rune bulk. Now, the next one, unlock scales. Not happening anytime soon. We need to go back. We could do some rune grinding over here. Maybe we might be able to get some ones that like never existed before. Yeah, we're getting Oblivion now, which is... I'm not even gonna bother reading these multipliers. You get the idea. Broken upgrade, broken upgrade, broken upgrade. And we're even getting this, Necronus, which is giving us... Once again, what on earth are these stats? I think, ladies and gentlemen, I realized something. The longer I play this game, the more I get surprised by the multipliers, like literally. Normally, developers are like a bit greedy on the multipliers and like they like to only do like 1.5x, 2x. No, this game doesn't care. It just gives you like 6 times multiplier like it's nothing, like it's chump change. Even here, bro, Mystic, Etherean, Omega. Just look at these multipliers. What on earth is this? Again, keep in mind, I'm not complaining. I'll definitely take, you know, insane W multipliers, but still, I'm just not used to these multipliers, okay? Ignore me, I'm probably overreacting for no reason. Let's just go ahead, let's quickly sell this, because why not? And let's farm this final rune. Maybe we can unlock something good as well from here. Okay, why do I even act surprised anymore? Again, same multipliers, same story. There is no way that we're not able to like get like 10 rod levels now, right? If I sell this, yeah, we have QG coins, which I think is enough to get... Again, I'm not joking. I'm pretty sure it's enough to get 10. Let's see. So this is going to be 1. Okay, we can't do another one. We need a OCVT, which we can easily get more than enough. So let's just sell this, unlock that. Now we need QDTG, which again, really easy. There we go. That is another one unlocked. Can we get level 14? Ooh, it is DQ. Sorry, I don't know how to say these letters. DQG, which I think is like duo quadridecillion. Listen, man, I don't judge the numbers, okay? The numbers just give me power. And as long as I get power, I don't care. But yeah, can we unlock another island? No, we can't. We need 2 more levels. And okay, we're nowhere near prestige, so probably now is the time to start working on the sacrifices. Yeah, we might as well go ahead and do that because we'll get 500 sacrifice points, which can give us more gem luck, more rune bulk. You get the idea, so let's just buy that and let's just, you know, go, I guess, window shopping. Okay, that's what we like to see. Progression. Now, do we need anything else here? I mean, for the time being, we can leave it until we can get some like sacrifice upgraders because, you know, we're only getting like 1.3k per upgrade. So let's maybe focus on getting some of these shards, maybe do some gem grinding as well. And actually, let's go ahead and do some sacrifice rune rolling. Can I get some of this stuff? Yes, I can. Ooh, 3 times sacrifice, 3 times sacrifice. 3 times sacrifice. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother repeating. You guys see this stuff. Okay, moment of truth. How much are we going to be getting now? 180k for just 1 upgrade. What on earth is this? I'm sorry, this feels like cheating. It really does. That reminds me, actually, there's also enchanting. Wait, can we go ahead and get a good enchant? No, there's no way, right? Okay, here we go. Seems like we got something good. Now, I have no clue what is considered a good enchant. Trident 1. Let's go ahead and let's see if this game has a Trello, because if it does have a Trello, probably that's where we'll find the information. Let's see. So over here, the Trello gives us information like hidden talents. Okay. What about enchant? What can we get from this bad boy? Ooh, okay. We can get like 50 times rune bulk. That's the best thing we can get. Yeah, that is broken, and even trident. Still relatively good. 1.7x rune luck. Definitely gonna take that. Honestly, I wasn't expecting this video to be this long, but we might end up turning this into a mini movie. Okay, here's the plan. Let's continue grinding essence, because I feel like right now the next step on our journey is definitely essence. So let's see. Wait, 2.14 septillion. That might actually be enough to get the 750k rune. Yeah, this one, 750k event rune, 100 SS essence per roll. Okay, let's see. Did we get anything good? Okay, we didn't get anything too crazy, but still. We're getting small essence multipliers, which obviously is going to start adding up. Alright, let's get to AFK grinding. Let's continue maxing out stuff, getting broken, getting stronger. You get the idea. However, this time, let's see what big ol' SMG is able to do in around maybe a few hours, maybe a day. Let's see how long it takes for me to be able to show you guys, I guess, some new stuff. I don't think you guys want to see me running over to the same rune and the same essence thing over and over. Let's unlock the new cool things. Well, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I needed more than 30 minutes because, let's just say, some interesting stuff happened. Yeah, I have 15 billion shards, which might be enough to make like such a difference that I might be able to like unlock a world or something. Let's see, so we can get more sacrifice points for basically really cheap. We can get a bunch of more coins. There's a free 10 type shard multiplier for absolutely nothing. More shard chance for, again, basically nothing, and even more essence. Let's see how broken it is now. So have a look. 253 million shards right now, and whilst we're waiting for us to get, you know, whatever the shard amount is going to be, let's see if we're unlocking any new runes here. Yeah, whatever this is, Metropolis, which is giving us sacrifice, rune luck, rune bulk. Yeah, you get the idea. It doesn't matter. Here's the shards, 100 billion, literally going straight into the bank. Now hold on, ladies and gentlemen, we aren't done just yet. We have octillions of essence, meaning that we can go over here and buy the scales. Now we're going to be getting 1 per second, which will allow us to eventually unlock this scale rune. But of course, in typical SMG fashion, I'm sure we're gonna figure out a way to like speed this up. Yep, now we're getting 2.2 times more scale, and can we increase? Yes, we can increase the amount of scales that we get, and probably these runes over here are also going to be upgrading scales. Okay, no, we can't unlock it just yet because apparently we need upgrade 14, and I believe it's referring to these numbers over here. So we still have actually a little bit of a ways to go. Now, obviously, you guys have been watching for the past probably like 30 minutes now. You know how this video is going to go. I say, oh, this is probably going to take so long. Then I buy one upgrade like this and it ends up taking like 5 seconds. I'm sorry, I can't really keep that much of a straight face right now. Let's just head on over to like some of the other worlds. Let's see if we can do some progress there. Huh, 24 billion sacrifice points. Why, I will definitely take that free upgrade. Let's just buy, you know, some of this, some of this, some of that. Yeah, just whatever's gonna help me out, and then let's just buy, I guess, some of these runes, because why not? Then I guess we can go ahead and probably get ourselves a few more rod levels. So, yeah, this is gonna be, again, really easy, really quick to do. In fact, there we go. That is level 16 acquired, meaning that we have unlocked a new world, and we might as well go there right now, because the next price is actually pretty expensive. But hey, maybe the new rune has some cool stuff to offer. And actually, whilst we're on the way there, let's unlock some of this rune. Maybe I can get like something new. Yep, Cosmos Astral. I think this is Black Hole. I can't really read it, but you get the idea. More broken upgrades, more broken multipliers. Let's leave all of that behind, so then that way we can go to the Volcanic Islands. Now, I do hope that there's some new stuff here. And yes, there is. They are not disappointing. More sacrifice upgrades for coins, gems, points, and rune bulk. We have more prestige upgrades, or actually no, these are just prestige upgrades in general. Then over here we have a rune which we can't really unlock, and then is that all this world has to offer? I believe so. Oh wait, actually here's another rune we can check. Wait, what's this rune then? Oh, this is the magma rune, and then this over here is the lava rune, which will cost us a bomb. Okay, I might need to sell a liver, a kidney, and maybe a spine or something. How on earth am I going to afford that? Yeah, I'm nowhere close. Oh, wait, I forgot about these. We have creations. Wait, can I actually make these? I need 10 sacrifices. Do I not have that? Apparently not. Okay, let's just sacrifice that and let's start spamming these upgrades. Please don't cost that much. Please don't cost that much. So, it's staying relatively low. Okay, if it stays like this, it should be easy. Yeah, we're gonna be getting to the power of 2 sacrifices, which is actually one of the most broken things, especially since we're getting billions. What about this over here? Oh, it also upgrades sacrifices. Wait, do all of these just increase sacrifice amounts? There's no way. Apparently they do. To the power of 2.5, to the power of 1.7, to the power of 1.5. Something tells me sacrifices when we head on back now, we're not going to recognize the number. Make your guesses right now, everybody. This is the last chance to guess. So let's sell this. 247 trillion. Okay, I was expecting it to be more in the quintillions, but sure. We take that. We'll use some of that because, you know, why not? And yeah, let's just abuse the fact that we're rich now. Okay, progression time. We now have unlocked the scale rune. Now, unfortunately, it seems like these upgrades over here either are bugged out or, I don't know. Well, maybe I'm not supposed to do anything here. I don't know. I don't really care for the time being. Should I bother? No, I'm not gonna bother getting that for the time being because that should just be a waste. So let's get some of these so then that way maybe we can get some more fishes. Where is it? Where is it? But I just want to let you know, I know the rule for fishes, not fishes. I'm just joking. Math nerds, don't correct me down in the comments. But yeah. Are we getting any skills upgrades? Yes, we're getting one over here, and okay, just those 2. But hey, at least it's enough now to start getting a bunch of skills relatively often. For example, we can get, can we get 1 boldness rune? No, we need upgrade 26, which no clue how to get. Maybe it is the secret runes? Oh, I'm an idiot. It's not up there, it is down here. Well, I ended up wasting my time like changing servers, asking people in the Discord. It was literally right here. Whatever, let's just buy this. Let's get over and done with. So that's 15, 16. Can we get 17? Yes, we can. Of course we can. And oh, we can even get 18. Wait, can we go even further? Oh wow, we can. Wait, are we just that rich? That's crazy. Okay, does this mean I can finally get the baller rune? Again, I'm not sure what this baller thing, the ballness rune is. Is it like the Fantastic Four meme, like a ball? Or is it like baller on Roblox? I don't know. I don't care as long as it makes it me OP. I quite literally don't even want to think about it. So upgrade 26 is needed. We should be relatively close. Yep, we quite literally only need like 6 more, which at the rate we're going, it should be any second now. 2.2 times gems. This will buff our shards. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly run to every single rune since, you know, I did get a bunch of rune luck and rune bulk. That way, if I can even increase any of the multipliers that I've already gotten, even slightly, it would definitely, you know, be worth it. So let's head on over to the space island and let's make sure that we have this bad boy upgraded. So yes, there are all those stats. And then from there, let's head on over to the volcanic island and let's see if we can get any of these. Rod level 18, we can't get that, but can we get this one? Rod level 17. Wait, what's this? Oh yeah, I put on auto enchant. I need to check out what on earth of an upgrade I got. But hold on. How on earth do we solve this problem? Clearly, at this very moment, we are definitely missing something. Maybe I need to farm on this last area. Maybe that's it. Like if I sell right now, no, it's not even making a difference. Okay, we got Ocean's Gift, which apparently gives us a 3 times bulk. That is good to know. But yeah, as I was saying though, maybe I can like upgrade something here. I mean, we have sacrifice points that we can use. So I guess that might be helpful in maybe heading on over here to this island and upgrading this stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Even with all of that, we still have some work to do. So probably my best guess would be to work on shards and maybe other stuff that increases sacrifice points. Yeah, we could continue upgrading the scale rune. We could also go ahead and upgrade the, what is this called? The 750k rune as well. And then probably go from there. Okay, that sounds like a good plan. let me get to work. Let me get to grinding. Probably this is gonna take quite a lot of grinding. But yeah, as we've done after every single cut, let's just keep on grinding until we're able to progress into new territory. See you guys probably tomorrow because it's actually pretty late right now. I probably need to go to bed. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is content time. Now, if I'm not mistaken, just before I went to sleep, we had done a lot of progress. Again, sorry if I'm going to be a little bit over the place, but quite literally, I woke up like 10 to 20 minutes ago. So yeah, let's see what big ol' SMG was able to do. So I unlocked all of this stuff. Yes, and then I also did progress here. Yeah, I remember. We can now unlock this, the Ballness Rune. So let's buy that. And is this worth it? No, we don't really need it at the moment. Let's just buy this bad boy. Ballness Rune, upgrade chain 6, 1 million scales. Let's go. Please give me something good, game, because I really want to get like OP and rich and whatever you want to call it. So let's see. We are going to be getting gems, shards, scales, essence, coins, you know, as per usual. Also more scales, and that seems to be relatively it. Okay. Can I get maybe a few more? Yes, we're getting some of those ball binding glyphs, which, yes, is going to be the best rune in this rune. So let's have a look now. Awesome. You see the scale multiply going up on this bad boy? It is awesome. Same thing for the ball of fire. Slowly, it is going up, but probably it is going to take quite a while. I guess we'll leave that for the time being and maybe go ahead into this prestige upgrade later on. Especially since right now I want to upgrade something that probably we could have upgraded like a while ago. I'm sure you guys remember what I'm talking about. I am of course talking about the prestige. So let's head on over to this bad boy. Can we go ahead and get this? Yes, we can. 60 prestige points. I don't care. It is now acquired. Let's go get some upgrades. So let's see. We can go ahead and get ourselves... let's go ahead and get ourselves some more prestige points. Yeah, that would be really good. Let's get some more coins, more gems. Then from there, that seems to be relatively it when it comes to, I guess, prestige upgrades. Okay, can I go ahead and upgrade any of this stuff? No, we're gonna have to upgrade everything all over again. So let's get to that. Oh yeah, they also reset all of our runes now. So we're gonna have to do like a bunch of rune hatching again. Okay, let's just quickly go ahead and sell this stuff and... okay, yeah, we have a lot of work to do. Let's, I guess, start off over here. No, the talent tree wasn't reset, which is awesome. Okay, that should be everything all caught up now. However, we do have a little bit of extra because, you know, we did manage to get this, the Magma Rune. Now, what on earth is this going to be upgrading? Probably similar things, yeah. Prestige, coins, prestige. Okay, for the most part, all we really care about is the prestige upgrades. So let's see, I should be able to prestige again. Okay, this should be, yes, more than enough coins acquired. And okay, we're going to be getting 700 points now, which is actually really good because if I'm not mistaken, in the Volcanic Island, there's actually like a no more reset upgrade, I believe. Yeah, for 500, there will be no more resets for sacrifices, which is really, really good. But yeah, let's go ahead and I guess just use the rest of our points. I mean, we might as well go ahead and okay, probably we still have a lot of work to do when it comes to the prestiges, but I'm sure we will get it done eventually. But anyways, when it comes to the talent tree over here, unfortunately, we didn't unlock anything too interesting. I mean, there was some more scales upgrades and sacrifice, rune lock. You get the idea. However, the main important thing that we did unlock is our very first secret upgrade. However, it does cost quite a lot of prestiges, 10 million in fact. And oh yeah, whilst I was, upgrading the talent tree, I did manage to open up the magma runes a bit more, giving me even more insane prestige multipliers. However, even with all of that, right, I am still nowhere near enough in order to get 10 million. I think I get around like 120k. Let's see, yeah, 92k, that is barely anything. But anyways, let's just go ahead, let's get this and let's upgrade our prestige and then let's start spam upgrading our rod level because probably it's going to be helping us out a ton. So let's see, let's get this a few times. Yep, that should be good. Let's get some money as well. Maybe more gems because, why not? Then, of course, we can get some rune lock, rune bulk, and then to spend our last 44k, we're going to be getting more gems. And now we can go ahead and unlock this bad boy. Rod level 20. Let's buy that. Now, yeah, the rest of these probably really cheap on the prestiges. So let's just go ahead and speedrun them. So this is going to be level 21 acquired, giving us all of these boosts. Followed by level 22 now acquired. Now for the next one, it is costing NONG prestige, which, am I anywhere close to getting that? No, I don't think it's even possible. Wait, hold on a minute. Well, I was gonna check the leaderboard, but the leaderboard isn't exactly helping. But I don't think NONG is possible. Even if I were to get every single upgrade in the game, I'm not sure. It seems way too far away. Okay, I think I might have found the solution. You guys know this like eruption rune? Yeah, the thing that comes like every once in a century. Apparently, it's supposed to be really helping out. Did we get everything that we need? I really hope so. Let's see. So, eruption rune. I really do hope so. We got all the good stuff. Yeah, all of the prestige multipliers. Yes, we're just missing out on a little bit more. Now let's go ahead and let's get a few more of these. Okay, I think we got, once again, all of the important ones. However, we still don't have enough for anything major. Yeah, I think for the time being, I'm willing to take the L on not being able to get this infernal eruption, because in my opinion, we got pretty much everything that kind of matters. The prestige upgrades, and obviously everything else is a major bonus. But yeah, if I'm not mistaken, if I go ahead and get some prestige points, right? In this case, it's going to be 44 million. I believe I should be able to head on over to spawn, and I might be able to get some of the secret upgrades. Let's see. So if I'm correct, the first one is going to be behind here. It's going to be costing 10 million, and okay, we get 10 times the amount of rune luck. That is good to know. Then from there, I believe the second location is, yes, right behind the Starter Island portal in the Magical Island. So let's buy this. Once again, we're going to be getting 11 times the rune luck. Can we go ahead and get some more? I don't believe so. Yeah, it seems like I'm only getting like 1 SX every single time that like it triggers. So I guess for the time being, we will just leave this upgrade there. It's fine anyways. Probably the next secret rune is going to be buffing us a lot. At the left side of Space Island. Let's head on over to Space Island and let's get this upgrade. So unlock the secret rune. Only 10 coins. Oh, is it going to be that rune at like spawn, that like special charged rune? I really hope so. Let's see. Yes, it is. Finally, we managed to get it. I really do hope that it is, you know, OP. Scales, prestige, you love to see that. Gems, rune luck, rune bulk, prestige, scales. Okay, so all the typical stuff that we normally see. And actually quite a lot of stuff that is going to be helping us out in upgrading the previous upgrades. For example, when I go ahead and get myself one of these shards, I really do hope it means that we're going to be getting a significant amount. In fact, yes, one shard's trigger managed to give us 600 SX, which means that slowly, progress is actually being made. And oh yeah, we now have a bunch more gems, which probably means that we can get a bunch more of this charged rune. So let's get it, and awesome. I think we now have even more OP upgrades. Yeah, we actually unlocked a whole new one, giving us everything that we want once again. You love to see it. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the next secret is going to be found at the very top of this volcano. So let's just jump on up here. We're going to be needing, okay, 100 billion prestige. I think we should be able to get this amount. Then the next one is going to be, is it behind here? Okay, I believe in order to see it, we do need to actually buy one of these, so that does make sense. Now, since we can't unlock any of the others at this very moment, we might as well see if I'm able to not only unlock some of these upgrades, but as well, maybe get a good prestige upgrade. Yeah, 107 billion. Okay, here's an idea. In order to get the upgrade over here, right, it costs 10 billion. We only actually need 3 more billion from that 107 billion in order to get 2 upgrades at the same time. So my idea is actually very simple. We're just going to save up a bit of the gems around, yeah, 2 UDE sounds good. And then maybe if I get the charged rune and I get really lucky, I might be able to, yes, get a really good prestige boost here and here. And okay, that seems to be relatively it. But now with all of that, if we just head on back over to the Space Island, it should now be just enough hopefully, in order to get both of the upgrades. Okay, that's a little bit of a problem. It should be higher. Maybe it's a visual bug. Let's see. Yes. 11.24 trillion, which means that we can not only buy one upgrade, we can probably buy 3. Let's see, so this is going to be one of them bought, and let's just get this one because why not? Now we have 11 times more rune luck. Then from there, where is the next upgrade in the water? There it is. What does this bad boy give? More rune luck in exchange for shards. Now at this very moment, I'm still dead poor, so nothing I can really do there, so I'll just leave it there. Let's, I guess, just head on back and probably get ourselves maybe 3 upgrades here. I mean, we have 10 trillion, which should be quite a lot. So let's see. 1, 2, and okay, that is now maxed out. Then next up on our list, we're gonna head on over to the magma rune because that costs prestiges. I don't believe I have it maxed out. Yeah, we're still missing a whole rune over here, the red fury. We might be able to get it, but probably not. So let's go ahead and let's find out. So let's just buy this, and I don't think we got it. Okay, turns out I am a huge idiot. Apparently, when I was doing the eruption rune and the magma rune, you know, I had like just prestiged, meaning that all of my runes were reset, which basically meant I had absolutely 0 rune luck and rune bulk from the other runes, meaning that all of the grinding that I was doing kind of went down the drain. But hey, at least I managed to open up the magma rune now with actual max luck, and as you guys can see, I got 59 billion red fury, giving me all of these stats. And the best part is that probably the prestige now should be overpowered. I'm not sure if it's 287 trillion, it probably should be much higher. Let's find out if I click this. Okay, it is actually 287 trillion, but hey, that's fine. I'll just jump on up here and I guess I'll buy this because, you know, why not? And then from there, I believe all of the prestige upgrades are maxed at this very moment. Obviously, there probably are more, but either I haven't unlocked them yet or I'm just being dumb again and I forgot about them. Yeah, I should be fine now. All that I really have to do is wait for the eruption rune to open up again and probably make sure I have max luck now, you know, getting all of the runes, making sure I have all of them maxed out. So then that way there's no excuses of, oh, I got unlucky or, oh, I wasn't prepared. This time there will be no more mistakes. Okay, I believe we can go ahead and buy this upgrade, which is going to be number 37. Yes, we now have extra rune luck, and as well, we have potentially unlocked a new upgrade. Let's see, so apparently the next upgrade is going to be found behind the portal over here, behind these rocks. Okay, secret luck number 3, we need 1 DE sacrifice. Oh wow. Yeah, I don't think that is actually possible for me to get right now. Like, how on earth? What if... Okay, I think I have a plan. What if maybe I'm not supposed to get that much in like a single upgrade? What if I'm just supposed to brute force it? Like, look at it this way, right? If I buy this once, then run on back here, and then, you know, get a few fish, it doesn't really matter what kind, I will always have more than enough to sacrifice, meaning that if I just keep on running over and over and do this around 100 times, I'll get, I think, what the amount that I need. Yeah, it's gonna take probably around like 10 to 20 minutes, but it's gonna work. It's only just, you know, a matter of time. Come on, please be enough. So 1 DE. Yes, it was enough. Sorry if I sound tired, by the way, but it is getting late and I do have school tomorrow. But yeah, we can now head on over to, I guess, secret number 39, which should be somewhere here in the magical island. So apparently the rocks closest to the docks. So like somewhere here. Okay, there it is. Can I go ahead and unlock this bad boy? Yes, I can. And okay, we unlocked 2 of them. I didn't even notice. I thought it was bugged, so I clicked it and we got 2 upgrades. Okay, it's giving me 11 times rune luck. You love to see it. Now, can we go ahead and get the last one? So apparently it's at the space island and we have to do like some parkour. I believe it's that parkour up there. So let's get on up there. Hopefully, however much it's going to cost, it isn't that expensive, because if it is expensive, I am not going to be having a good day. So let's see, let's jump to there, and how much does this cost? 1.2. Oh, only 1.2 shards? Okay. Does this mean that I now have the Dawn Rune unlocked? I believe it should be over... Yep, over here. Fingers crossed these runes are going to be OP. So where are they? Dawn Rune's over here. And we got 5 times shards, scales, sacrifice, essence, prestige, more sacrifice, more shards, and basically the same stuff. Now that is really awesome because I think we can finally start making more progress in some of the other runes. For example, the 750k rune, I believe. Oh yeah, that reminds me, since the game updated, there should be now 2 more secret runes, but I'm gonna leave them for the time being. And as well, there probably should be the previous upgrades that now we can max out, or at least, you know, I hope so. So let's find out, right? The majority of the upgrades, if I remember correctly, needs the shards. Now, the shards, we did get a bunch of the boosts from, you know, the Dawn Rune. So hopefully, if I AFK here for around maybe like 10 to 20 minutes or something like that, we might have enough shards to max out all of the previous upgrades and then start working on like new secret runes. For example, the starter rune, apparently there's one that's like 1 in a OCVT. No clue what that number is, but all I know is that it is really rare. Then from there, we also have the 750k rune we can work on. The charged rune, I guess we could do a little bit of work on. And obviously, the list goes on and on. We have the Dawn Rune, we have Eruption Rune whenever that comes back, and who knows what else. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and let's quickly see if these amount of gems, or sorry, shards is enough. So, this is going to be secret luck number 34 maxed out. Followed by 37 getting 2 out of 3 upgrades. Now we're going to be needing 100 octillion, which shouldn't be too bad. Then from there, we should be able to start working on secret number 38 because, in case you guys already forgotten, the Dawn Rune did buff our sacrifices a lot, or at least I believe so. Yeah, we now get 1.01 DE per sacrifice, and probably in order to max it out, we're going to be needing 100 DE. So let's start off by first maxing out this upgrade over here. So come on, let me just click it. Nice, now we have 16 times rune luck. Then from there, we should be able to max out 2 more upgrades. So that is this upgrade maxed out, giving us 16 times rune luck. And then the next one is going to be found, if I remember correctly, in the starter island. Yeah, sorry, it's been like probably like 40-50 minutes, okay? So 1, 2, that is now maxed out. Now, in order to get the next secret, we do quite literally need a lot of scales. I believe it is 500 quintillion. So when it comes to that, we can't really do much at all. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing out on like some other runes in order to get scales. I mean, I just ran on those 2 just in case if maybe I didn't have them maxed out. But I don't think that's going to be making that much of a difference unless, once again, I might be wrong. But then again, maybe I could try and go ahead and upgrade some other stuff. For example, the Dawn Rune and as well the 750k rune. Maybe I can get something new here. So let's see if I run over this. Nope, nothing new. Let's try as well the charged rune, you know, just in case. Once again, nothing new. I guess that means our last hope is the 750k rune, which is going to give us nothing new as well. Okay. How on earth do we solve this problem now? Like, what on earth am I missing? Okay, here's another idea. Maybe I'm not supposed to be able to like instantly get it, right? For example, the starter rune over here, right? If I am doing the maths correctly, I am only like a few million off, I believe. Like obviously in terms of luck multiplier. So what if I AFK'd here overnight or maybe for a few days? Because apparently the moment I get this Hello 2018 secret rune, it's supposed to be like much more OP, I think. Yeah, honestly, once again, I'm out of ideas. I mean, I could maybe try brute forcing the charged rune as well, but I don't think it's going to be making that much of a difference, yeah. It's probably just going to be a case of me just non-stop running on the ultimate's charge until eventually these multipliers just slowly go up. Yeah, regardless of whatever I do, I have a feeling I am going to be here for a really long time. So let's just cut the complaining, I guess. I need to go to bed anyways. Yeah, let me just pick one of these to do. I guess I'll do the rune because I have a feeling the more I work on this, the more it will chance over to that. Yeah, apparently getting one of these secrets is supposed to give me like 31x shards and 31x essence and 31x sacrifice, so basically a lot of stuff. So yeah, I guess I'll catch you guys in probably a few days. I need to go to bed. I have school tomorrow. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in like a week or something. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it takes longer. But hey, once again, just like I've done multiple times in this video, maybe I'm wrong. Could happen. I guess it would depend on how lucky good old SMG will get. See you guys once hopefully all of this suffering is over. Well, ladies and gentlemen, did you miss me? Well, actually, to you guys, it's only been like, what, 2 seconds or something? But to me, it's been like a week. Let's just say, because I didn't have the eruption rune maxed out, this took much longer than what I thought it would be. But hey, I mean, it doesn't matter anymore because when I stand on this, I get like, what, QDDE of the Hello 2018s. And then when it comes to like other stuff, like for example, the charged rune. When I step on this, I get basically every single possible rune that you can get. And obviously it's not just one of them, it's like gazillions of them. And of course, the same thing can be said for the Dawn rune, which in fact, if I just go ahead and showcase it, this is what it's being maxed out looks like. Or at least, you know, for the most part. Yeah, to be honest, I would have loved to show you guys a lot of the progression, but let me be honest. It didn't take that long to get the Hello 2018s. It only took me like maybe a day or two before I was starting to get like quite a lot of them, and then I kind of like maxed them out. Then from there, I spent most of my time swapping from the Charge Rune to the Dawn Rune, you know, getting the multipliers that would increase gems and shards and whatnot. And I was making very good progress on them. In fact, I believe I maxed out the Charge Rune and I was close to maxing out the Dawn Rune. However, unfortunately, I guess I miscalculated how OP the eruption was because, you know, when the updates dropped, they did like a 30-minute global eruption, and I didn't make the same mistake last time. I got every single eruption rune that I do know exists. To my knowledge, this is the best one that you can get at this very moment. But yeah, because I got all of these like different runes that I didn't have before, it's pretty much, you know, made me broken at getting every single rune over here. Like literally, even the 750k. Remember where we spent like 40 minutes of this video getting like nothing new from this? Now I get every single one that I'm missing. Like literally 750 Apex, I believe it's called. That is also the best one to my knowledge that exists right now. So yeah, what does this mean, ladies and gentlemen? It means that the game is basically maxed out. Now, just before you guys say down in the comments, wait, SMG, what about, you know, the new final world, the desert and whatnot? Listen, okay, I've tried to play it. At this very moment, I'm not sure if the game is bugged or something, because like the last rune, right, the desert rune, I believe it's called. In order to open this, you need prestige points, and right now, no matter how many times I press this button, it just refuses to prestige. Same thing, I guess, can be said for the block one, because blocks got removed from the game because they didn't even work either. Yeah, not sure what exactly is going on the dev team. I believe there was a few issues behind the scenes. If needs be, I'll make like a part 2 to this video where we truly get maxed out. But in my opinion, I believe that right now we are by the sense maxed out, because we have quite literally gotten every single thing that I can get. And don't say, by the way, I didn't try. Like, even the new enchantment, I tried to get the new best one. I believe it's like 1 in 800k. And I guess overnight, the enchant machine broke because, again, no matter how many times I press these buttons, it just refuses to change. Whatever, it's fine. We maxed out the game as much as possible at this point in time. As usual, if you guys want me to come back to this game, you know, maybe when things are fixed and, you know, we can actually become, I don't know, maybe top 1 on the leaderboards and stuff. In fact, look at that. Apparently, I am top 3 on gems. I guess that's pretty cool. We're top 1 on most fish as well. Are we top 100 on coins? Honestly, probably not. Okay, it says I have 0 right now. That is not true. But yeah, you guys kind of get the idea. We've gotten like significantly up on the majority of these leaderboards. So yeah, I'm gonna consider this game maxed out. Again, if you guys have issues with this video, let me know down in the comments. And apart from that though, yeah, my name's SMG. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. For a 1-hour video, I can't lie, this feels like a really weird conclusion. Whatever, everybody. Peace out.